Boys, Usaiman and they put all thing at table from Pantap to good inside boys, we know the idea we shadow at all. We real and this them now all but we.
Every woman first, let me start that, always they look for a successful man. So likewise, majority of the men also they look for successful woman.
We can't talk about we hustle and we pay money.
When you like somebody, you first of all get for take care of whatever you like. Make them a priority.
We relationship and waiting people they expect from we man them.
You know, women are more emotional than men. If you start them, where you enjoy them, you go to camp.
See, Pepe, my sister, you don't know who to talk to. Well, welcome to Girls Talk. Here on Girls Talk, we discuss everything that has to do with ladies and their relationships. Also, we get for the play entertaining and exciting games them. Not forget the gist part. Of course, Time Maggie get for the take place now. Always watch Girls Talk right here on Slik TV, channel 37. Get a nice.
In Sierra Leone, a new drug is turning young people into zombies.
So it's important for broke down the issue today, for let the public understand.
Now that's make we bring come to you the Today Show. We get segments where they range from interviews on the big issues.
Sierra Leone authorities said Monday that 20 people were killed and nearly 2,000 prisoners escaped during Sunday's attack on the capital.
To sport.
What a fairy tale story here. There they are, the champions of Africa.
And entertainment and simple tourism with plenty other issues.
Get ready for the roller coaster ride through the day-to-day story them as we dive deep into the heart of the matter.
Every weekday on Slik Television, channel 37 from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Tune in and stay informed like never before.
The Today Show, only on Slik Television.
Officially, according to the calendar of October, don't today. October they don't today. It's not over yet. It is not over until it is over because we get a few more hours for close the month of October. And October every year for some years now, it only serve as a month for awareness raising on breast cancer. Well, there's an interesting aspect for me in the entire October Breast Cancer Month, where we will bring to you the analysis shortly as part of the week's unfolding events. Hello, my name is Patrick Salia. Welcome to the Today Show on Slik Television on channel 37. And with the option for following on with social media handles on Facebook, Slik TV, YouTube, Slik TV, website, sliktv.com, even with TikTok handle. Feel free anytime, anywhere. The week done, of course. Well, the week they can done. And this na term the way man and the pop cola, pump champagne, and some man penny wise, pound foolish, get plenty money today, lavish anyhow. This na weekend and this na the end of the month. So Ogdon born. Careful how you spend, and especially knowing say we all in a life now on a free tongue na salon. We all the belong one way or the other. One person get for belong to you, second for belong to other person for survive. So you get other people and more we get for can belong to you. You get for know how to manage your economy. So this is the situation. Anyways, I'll take you through motivational message for this edition of today's show here. It says each week leaves behind lessons. Like they have 15 away we don't learn throughout the week. Thing they don't go through, then call them experience. So then they left behind lesson them, not just in what went wrong, not so just waiting don't go wrong in your life and wait which you don't do wrong, but in how far you've come. Some of the things where you learn new, some of the things where you benefit or you benefit from, or the people you benefit from. So, a time for reflect, you realign waiting, you know, being aligned well na the previous week or na the week where they don't, you realign them as the other week they reach and rise again. So this more or less, and say a word for the wise is quite sufficient. Join me after the break as we join the people where they report and edit the stories, the perspectives into the unfolding events of the week, with the issue of kush ravaging the society at an alarming rate, with the state authorities now responding to the scourge and waiting out on turn like an epidemic, plus other state issues, including mining and the collapse of the aftermath of the collapse of a mining pit where reportedly they left about 100 or more people buried under Doti Nakono district. After the break.
Fiesta. Fiesta. Fiesta.
Hey, yo, my Fritonian people, guess what time it is? This is the time for grab your swimsuit, bro-jean and tank top, because a big fiesta is back again. This year, we go take you to the poolside. So are you ready for this Splash Rave edition? With non-stop good sound and a night full of energy. This big fiesta go take place now Paradise City, Aberdeen Beach. Mark your calendar for Saturday, November 8th. Just 12 o'clock afternoon. Everything gonna begin. Ordinary ticket now 100 euros standard. VIP 200 euros. It's gonna be a non-stop vibe, classic performance from different artists to grace the stage. Relax and enjoy quality entertainment with top-class DJs and fantastic crazy pool game setting. Saturday, November 8th. You will miss that you lost. So join us make easy with a big radio with crazy bro-jean and make a splash together. Stay tuned for more updates. Guides are Epic Radio. Trust me, this one get for be epic for real. Epic Fiesta Splash Rave edition. Splash and chill.
Epic Fiesta. Epic Fiesta. Epic Fiesta. So
Every second that the society they make headline and they issue them, can up now we aid, even for clear them, can skanga.
Those 550 plus lawyers voted on a resolution that I be the electoral commissioner for the bar. Because of course they believe in me.
So important for broke down the issue today, for let the public understand.
3 values where this country stand for. 1, with cultural values. 2, with spiritual values. And 3, with moral values.
Nothing where they don't write, nothing where they don't put on the internet, nothing AI they give you.
Now that's make we they bring come to you the Today Show. We get segments where they range from interview on the big issues there.
We are very much optimistic, say, through the ballot, we are going to clinch the 2028 elections. Okay. Not by rigging.
Because you know when they rig elections, now during the entire for determine the system of government on wants, for determine electoral laws, for do boundary delimitation.
Get ready for the roller coaster ride. So we day-to-day story them as we dive deep into the heart of the matter.
This waka fine bus will be carried. If we get a proper transportation system, we'll be able to congest free talk.
The leaders that we have is a reflection of us, the people.
The Today Show Breakfast, only on Slik Television, Channel 37.
Welcome back. This is Today Show on Slik Television on Channel 37 with the options on social media as well. So, you know, like I mentioned earlier, October every year, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So there was a period where they set aside for let people check themselves, and then get the idea of waiting for prevent breast cancer, and we then get the action we then for take more or less. This come after some studies where show say people gradually they increase in the number of affected persons. The number of affected persons not increase in terms of breast cancer infections around the world. and particularly for this part of the world, Africa, an impoverished continent, well perceived to be an impoverished continent, the people and poor, we are more likely to be affected. But during the course of this entire breast cancer month, breast cancer awareness month, one set of people there's a group called Adam Atim Foundation, then Target, which for me, and I'm sure it will be amazing to some other people, that this category of people, I don't think people will ever consider them in such awareness campaigns. So there is a group called Adam Atim Foundation. We look and say, no, let us look out for these people. And as a result, then we organize an awareness campaign, an awareness, at least 2 hours of sensitization. That happened about a week ago na Texaco, east end of Freetown. Mohamed Baki Kamara Bindede, I'll just bring you up to speed with that event today, will be happen last week.
Now the first opportunity days for them man and woman, inside this room, young and old, from different parts of Freetown, for witnesses kind of a wellness program Now efforts by the NGO, Adam Atim Foundation, for preventing breast cancer through awareness and give support to women them with disabilities if them get affected by the condition. And this, according to Daniel Pewa of Disability Rights Movement, now for support government efforts.
We gather now primarily for complements the efforts of the president in cry on call. We make a pronouncement say inclusivity will be a hallmark of in governance. Inclusivity simply means say leave no one behind. That is the reason why the proprietor, when Adama Kone, Mrs. Adama Kone, when I the founder for the Adam Atim Foundation, where they operate now the America, United Kingdom, and Sierra Leone, and at the same time Ghana. One for supports the people that they live with disabilities in complementing the efforts of the government for make sure say the Leave No One Behind campaign is enhanced. So we are primarily today for make sure say the breast cancer awareness drive where the Ministry of Health don't put out, and at the same time they implement, the Adam Atim Foundation also chip in for support women where they live with disabilities.
The theme for this year Breast Cancer Awareness Month say, nobody not for left behind. We mean say understanding, early detection, and for give strength to community support system them, for let women them able avoid breast cancer and disability related challenge them very key.
We talk about the signs and symptoms, still the way them for the look na them body, for notice if anything they na the body. So anything they notice like long, they feel mass or whether kiss them body much blood they commode or tough they commode and for go. If they find any wrong thing at them body or them body continue they ask them we not to them term for see them period and for also go. If them body motor at the nipple then find out say they go inside they call an inverted nipple then for also go. So then say they don't learn today how then say with the check and so that if they see or then see other people that with them kind of problem so and will show them inside for Canada well woman clinic.
Nurse Adijata say for prevents are the best, particularly for this category of people. We get serious barrier in our society for access essential service them like healthcare.
Prevention are key. First na breast self-examination where we don't teach the people them. You say for the check and done before they eat the kind right diet. As long as you are woman you won't forget breast cancer. Even though man say when they get a man gets an 1%, but because of the nature how them body they, if they not understand or they not know quick, it will spread. So if you eat the kind right food them, you avoid too much sugar, avoid too much carbohydrate food, fat and oil. Then for the exercise and get what like in for mammogram in a breast X-ray. You woman as long as you don't 40 years, if you try for the first mammogram, then I will know because that mammogram, if the cancer is small like cigarette, it will repeat at that stage. So all anything and when they do them, then they exercise, then they eat the kind diet, and they do breast self-examination. But at least one or two times for the year, then for the kind hospital for checkup, and they can also help them.
The ultimate goal for this, according to Daniel Pewa, now forget a breast cancer-free community for women them where they live with disability.
So now that make out an expert today, we organize this workshop, this awareness raising, so that each and every other person where they live with disability, we mama them, we sister them, we picking them, then we come, listen to the advice from the experts, then take their advice, then they on board, implement them, live by them, so that at the end of the day, then we'll get the non-disability action drive in making sure that they limit or then curb that means when a breast cancer. But more importantly, the one that will not get them, so that themselves will be able, then at a position where they will forestall the infestation of breast cancer, so that they will live a healthy life, then community will be healthy, and then life will be sustained in a healthy atmosphere.
They must be impressed with the level of participation and contribution from them.
I'm glad because the question and no say they're willing for land and they don't land today. Because then they get some myth and misconception then where then they go about, but because of the education, they don't know say that then a myth, they don't know the right thing for themselves. So I'm glad and I plan for do more, not only for the deaf, but other disability people then, or disabled people then.
This education and empowerment now one step up and meaningful difference to the fight against breast cancer in Salon. Together, we can make a meaningful difference through advocacy, education and empowerment. Mohamed Bakekama, Slik TV News, Freetown.
Thank you, Mohamed Bakekama, for that report. So, like I say, if I find that for be somehow very interesting and very incredible, for see somebody think out of the box and target a community where ordinarily, hardly we all go escape we, especially in such kind of situation. Anyways, for discuss this and other issues lined up in the weeks unfolding events, I get with me journalist Tanko. Mr. Bangura, welcome to the show, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, viewers. Thank you for hosting me today.
A name na Ibrahim Bangura, a journalist and editor of one of the local tabloids as well. And I get John Khalil Mara, we're also a journalist. He also a senior writer and editor as well. Shan Tumen.
Yeah, good afternoon,
Mr.
viewers.
Mara, assalamu alaikum.
Malaikum salam, sir. Good afternoon, viewers. It's my pleasure to be here.
Last time with you, Tanko. This issue of neglected communities, especially with the hearing and impaired people, deaf and dumb, so to speak, people with amumu and EBI, it amazed me, rather, for see they are catered for in such society where we seem for the overlook or neglect them often. Your take on this? And this is not the last day of October, the breast cancer awareness month.
Yeah, I think in the first place, me the talk, me the director of communication, the Adam Martin Foundation.
Incredible.
Yeah, so this foundation established 2001 with the CEO in America, with a philanthropist, named Dr. Adama Kone Vandi. We do extremely well for the one day we know the area, the other day they talk, we the youth sector is very difficult, we know left behind. And we think say disability is not an ability. So not the first time this, last year we'll do the International Day of the Deaf, where we celebrate a big time at Freetown. We can end on our special courts. It'll be so good because we thought and fit say the commission we're responsible, we are the National Commission for Disabled, you know they care too much about them. Though they make money, so we take and say when you interview them, they benefit so much. We are waiting the comfort. So and we go for launch the big campaign. We are in for let government a separate, make an independent body, disabled ministry. For let them be like we get sports ministry. we get education ministry, because many things come, then back will benefit. Then Bokuna street, maybe see the vulnerable, because now the kids have way go na the street, they go even the grand, you go na Shakashvili street, they meet them there. Abacha Street, and
especially around the PZ axis.
And all over. So the Adam Martin Foundation, what to do, make sure that we get secretariat, down at the headquarters and at Texaco. We get McKinney, we get Lungi, we get Kalba Town. So then Didi. So the help they give, like we festive money council, the CC, the organization is sent for them. Big time, everybody they get. Until that's much, 1,000 news with bag, they get them. First month, the assist they come. If he's sick, if you want to see the organization take care. Like for just example, this awareness campaign, we find out say 2 don't die from this cancer. And that day we all go under. One maybe say come meet we, he gets the cancer. So yes, so automatically now the help they come and this and for flyer out. So the foundation they do extremely well for the one the BBC they do. The body governments get ECOPS with the commission. You see the commission, just imagine short time, we don't get about 3 commissioners in, they don't sack. Come, go, we don't know whether the minister, the need pull, the one the Gandhi, now the most important. We don't write still, still get problem, that commission get problem. Because they get the people for benefit, the benefits.
Well, already know side and day.
Yes.
Already know side and day and how for target, how for reach out to them. So yes, that suffices.
Yeah, indeed. So they're glad if where the madam they come, the CCS, because get all over who they go boo, then glad for you. Because first in the first place, we get secretariat for them. We say they go there, then complain, then talk to we. And even not to that name we tap, so then they'll be say they pay for. The other one just go law school, where they pay for. The other one the university, the other one then they'll be say
deaf and dumb with it.
Yeah, some then they'll be say don't graduate. You get one they be say at least be say don't graduate.
What's getting education? Because I bring John in this. Yes. Of course, you don't see na salon. After primary school, you ask for, let's see, somebody with hearing impairment, continue education, correct? Have you seen any?
Yes.
Because we don't get any sign language interpreter in our secondary schools, or like blind, we then get braille and get other materials, so we go aid them in the learning process. But the deaf and dumb, you don't have those facilities, then depend on sign language interpreters.
Yeah, Mr. Moderator, I want to thank you, because why? If the government is trying for push radical inclusion, it means leaving no one behind. And deaf and dumb, all this time around, salon, don't see we left behind in terms of development aspect. And not this because they're disabled, not missing another ability. Some of the people have ability pass the people who are able to save. So the government will look at them as a special needs people and try for improve in their way of life as well as the academic prospect. Because why? There are some disabled where I go to school with one physical impaired somebody, we will be one of the best debater at that time in our school. But if you go Fabe College, it's sure go to Fabe College. Because why? Fabe College not get all the needs way if we use for make you empower yourself. Even at the below they use. That's why all schools get access to disability way first in this country. Yeah? Because why possibly get a coach, possibly nobody will change for use stairs, like possibly get 2 feet, then get a disability will make use. But even the offices in the country itself, it lack disability a locomotive movement. This office they not get even disability staircase. Now stairs and get. It possibly will change can office like let me say a NASIT. Next part for use the stairs. When I disable somebody, we get a wheelchair. It's going to get special stairs we go use for climb. And also the area of even this WAS exam, we see the neglect of the people in there. Because why? They need for get the instruments and for make learning become accessible for them. But we're not getting in this country, yeah. We're not getting them. We're not getting them. And we're not empowering people in there. Someone gets special needs. Some people then get abilities the way people then for tapping, for cow development. But if we neglect them, how would the development go inside? Don't see outside the world, we see disable them. We now lawyers them. We see people who are blind people, who are lawyers them. We get one of we get before a Johnny Wisdom here. We get also man like Samuel Richie. These people are great guys. But because they tap into the knowledge they get, they will advance, they will go through them kind of challenges and become an engineer. So we get more and more like them people in the way they need for, more government for empower for richer people. We don't see them at all. I get my friend when they work now in media outside this country. Now I blind somebody. In challenges we explain to me enormous. Even when they send out work cover program, for me even tip them for work cover the program tip. I expect blind somebody for cover program without a tip from transportation fare. I expect blind somebody for going to hostel and for after work without transportation fare. Even vehicle for goods and destination. And all the challenges they're facing. And we will not get a commission where they seek the welfare of the disabled in this country.
But the commission, they tell you they're constrained financially.
Yeah, that's also not.
The budget allocation is also quite a little bit of constraint, if not more.
That's another bite. But we see some discrepancies at the commission this time around, which then sack somebody take place. But we need to see instead of proposal to this country. Because why? Then people here, if we neglect them, they lead them from going to street go turn bigger man them.
And that's the situation for the deaf and dumb community.
Indeed.
Then kind of they see them into some petty business where literally you will say this is not bigger man kind business that they do. What's in this kind of business where they do so they go help them for do their life? Correct?
Well, for example, last year within the Adam Martin Foundation, they see in a PZ, where you reach PZ, they see the Mure.
So where they go down Abacha Street,
of course,
on the right hand side.
Yes.
Often that is where I see them.
Yes. So he decided for.
And they used to get a location around Brook Street.
Yes.
Upper Brook Street.
Yes.
I don't know if they still did it. There was a whole house when I did them. Some of them.
Yes.
So you imagine the one the way they up country, and then villages, then deprived communities, where they not get access to them kind small opportunities here like the one in Africa.
Serious problem. So last year I decided for meet them. He will give them at least a tip off. We are in some money, he will get like 5,000. Some money will get like 3,000 for actually business when they do. Because they depend on now. So that will motivate them. For say yes, we don't get somebody they can rescue. We start missing the young talent.
And they're vulnerable to being bullied.
Highly vulnerable because of what could they talk. So the commission, they say they will get office, even Waterloo. For say what they get office there. We are in inside this streets and we go in New England. So this all like constraints. So now we try for push the campaign. Medis Commission team up on EU. Medis Ministry Day, maybe it's not disability ministry. I think it will be better. We are in at least we know that this is not the ministry for disabled.
Not only for let them establish and for let them fund them appropriately for their
own.
Anyways, gentlemen, this week we see an intensive response, seemingly by state authorities, in response to the alarming rates of substance and drug abuse in the country, especially with the proliferation of kush and how much it affects, especially the young population. And just yesterday, in fact 2 days ago, the Ministry of Social Welfare gets small money, we then get somewhere after months of abandonment. They will take a few number of then drug addicts or drug dependents, go to a rehab center at PMTC, at Hastings, Peace Mission Training Center at Hastings, Police Training School. So we get a new crop of drug dependents. We're there for rehabilitation right now. And just yesterday, 1 day after they enter, President Julius Maada Bio, for the very first time, in 1 year, 6 months, where he declared a state of emergency on drug abuse in the country, visits this category of people. And among the other things where he say, he instructs the IG for send a team of personnel to them people and they for go get a certain key information on how them people and they don't buy the drug from USAI and how the police will use that information there for raid such communities. We'll listen to the president in that address there earlier yesterday morning.
na salvation for una. Protect una from the brink. Who say you don't can tell you one for them. Put you there for me not for them and wound or die. And we, Papa government, now we get all the blame. Yes. If we not do bad, now we get the blame. If we not do good, now other people then get the praise. We your responsibility. When I remember, when they say human capital development, we all like with survey. And we not get what now this stage here. Sure. So we don't want to lose the opportunity for lost sooner. That I make a start for say thank you to the parents then. Because for me, for this faith, we get for both sooner. The parents then are the first people that wake you know, which you don't go wrong. If not good parents then. When you go say, where I want to make the whole of society take. You don't mean it because you begin. No, don't make this mistake. Now mistake, oh. You know, when they grow up, plenty mistake there. Waiting when I don't do, we find about that mistake. That mistake there. Okay, what can do? Oh, young. Now for correct the mistake. And also there. This kind of talk here, so I just for most see the bring when I come back and stop that bad habit. May fair other business then. And that make we self not get for joke with anybody when they bring that kind of food now. That's not a food. When they bring that kind of waiting day and how potent the chemical content in there. Not to hate no more, they make you with simple. It spoil your heart, it spoil your liver, it spoil your kidney. By the time, if you're not correct and quick, by the time you correct them, for the rest of your life, I'll speak to you today, till you die. Now that's the but this thing where people they don't know. Not so you hate them or it make you go on a cloud 9. Now what did they do to your system, your heart, your kidney, and every part of the body where you get for need for use for the rest of your life. So we can't become big now. And I'm glad when I don't come inside. If you know anybody where they out, if you get any way where you able to help me, for identify the one that where the brain come, who say you they buy, would that influence you? Mr. IG, you for send Naya, we will get that listening. I like na hold the day, we get for put the day. Anybody, you know, when demand no day, supply no go work. Come will not solve the problem. Waiting they solve them, now concrete action. Who side is the commodity? Whether than the prayer come in. And the one that went overseas, because even as recent as 34 yesterday, one of the, I know they call them marshmallow. I see they see every day.
That statement they for urge the IG for go talk to them people and they send him personnel and for go talk to them. And some people don't analyze now say if you don't come, then it would happen long time ago. Imagine this is the second batch of rehab people. Second batch. The first batch we don't pass out some months ago and money not been there for some time for let a new set of dependents and they on drug go back in. And you get hundreds of them, we still they out, we depend on this rehabilitation process. So gentlemen, this issue of police and then the security of the communities don't come as a serious cause for concern and with questions. In fact, a couple of days ago, John, somebody they say the 3 days where police and other stakeholders raid communities in sensitization as well, they're not before they even announce them. So you then question the issue of the security service in terms of intelligence. Why would you announce? When you go raid somebody, you announce them ahead. That means you make the person go in hiding. But you expect this for don't come before already, or we will say better late than never?
Well, Mr. Moderator, thank you so much for the issue of this minions in Sierra Leone. Because why? I believe in a McGregor, a writer, in a book we write and call the book Essentialism. McGregor say, he say, don't forget about the travel is nothing but essential few. There are things that do not matter at times. There are things that matters. Now, last year, March, inside the month of March 2024, the mortuary team buried 32 young youths who are, let's say, died of kush. Very recently, 2025, the mayor, 220 deceased buried from kush. The government did the lip service on this issue of fight against kush. Because why? We don't get a series of allegations that Sierra Leone, they encamp a drug lord from Holland. They call just allegation. Also gets a report that Sierra Leone diplomatic vehicle have been caught with 7 tons of white dust, which is called cocaine. And also, we have several issues about drug cartel, arrests have been made. But the government, this is not a political fight for the first place. This is a fight that it must unite to win this war. This kush is, let me say, it is a cocktail, a mixture of different chemicals. You might die, you might be worker, they don't be a walking dead. So the government, we don't see a lot of arrest, we don't see a lot of detention. But I can ask you, is that all? The National Drug Enforcement Agency, last year.
In fact, we'll talk to some of the dependents earlier, and so we say they even expressed their frustration. We can't bring the clip because it's a long process altogether. This is time to analyze them. And say, in fact, when they arrest the pushers, 1 or 2 days later, then they see them back in the street.
That's another issue.
That is one concern where the dependents, or they call addicts, where they express their frustration. They imagine somebody, they look for a way for come out of a situation.
Yes.
It depends on this thing here, so they look out for. But how the supply is still there, and one way they provide them still there around. So how they go for come out of the situation?
Mr. Moderator, if you say you kill down a country tree, you know go chop up the branch, you left the root. The root will produce more fruit. So you need to cut up the root. Cut up the root, you know, fruit will produce. You know, go they read the ball, they will smoke, then half get to there. You left the main chain of connection. Cut up the chain. We'll have a policy statement on this fight against kush. We need actions. We need more health centers then. We need more awareness raising. Because the agency will get fight against kush until we say last night parliament say, even bicycle will not get. Imagine, you put possible fight against kush, not even get bicycle. And the man talks about also, then he pull him by support for a meter in the office. So all these fights could become a prospect fight. When the agency is not getting bicycle. Because kush everywhere in Sierra Leone. We need vehicles. A very time where Ebola hit Sierra Leone, because we see much of donors, we see how the fight will take place. Drastically. We don't know because of donors, this fight make government take actions. We need more things to be done by the government. Because why would money die? President May promised say 500,000 jobs for the youth. Which is money with 500,000 job? You to the worker is sleeping the day. Why use money with 500,000 job? This is a millions, and the government are glad for a step and take. Massive arrest, massive raiding, but the raid not for being known to the people before they carried. You know, inform and drug lords that carried you. You see the car center, you carry them. They run. Anything is sincere, far more than you can arrest. So we need to cut off the chain of connection.
Thank you. Yeah. This aspect of structure remains a question still. Now, some people analyze, say, why not go back to if they say, first of all, we get porosity in everything what they do, especially with the inflow of some of them chemically as well, where they can come up from the sea and land borders without being checked. And we community then they harbor them, they see then they harbor them. Why not use the structures maybe they do in Ebola term, for example, where you get from chiefdom to national structure, where tackle this entire problem now, if at all we are serious about it?
Yes, indeed. Like what you say, it is in place. But actually, what you see now damage control. Now in government they try for do now. Because if you watch this thing, it don't ravage, it don't take over, it don't become a pandemic. I take you back 1996 to 2000 from 2007. We we get cocaine in a salon. The guys then be there.
We make the enacting the drug.
Yes.
Drug law now they use in 2008.
Yes. The guy then be there Aberdeen. We say they call na gold in Tunis from Kimbima. Then guys then I didn't be there. They be there. Casino. I didn't be able to transact and do everything. So where governance change, where the thing happen at the airport, where they come, they stop and straight within 3 months. They cook again. But for less year, it's not easy. So the government are damage control. Therefore, don't do what they do long time. But I believe some government officials and they part this business because they make the thing they drag this that the thing don't go to community level. But if they want to be stop this thing long time. This they don't damage control now for letting them know they say yes, they might don't because the thing don't become. We are in an international issue now. We they see even government officials, we they see ambassador, they go all in Guinea with this same drug.
I said the new Guinean authorities that reports not found guilty.
Yeah, found guilty. So just imagine.
Exonerate them.
Yeah, they say the man nothing no be there. So in this case, who say government they take we? And this thing now just imagine. You watch police want go arrest drug lord. He announced force with the candy. The police, the people they say they accuse them, say police they do inside the business.
Yes, just yesterday, in New Englandville, they arrest one police officer away doing a raid. They arrest one police officer away, but they smoke the kush, allegedly though. But video, they already they make they viral right now on social media. It's like OSD personnel inside uniform. And no say then they raid that area there. So that means they smoke the kush.
Sally, I just imagine they allowed the kush, they process another this salon. I remember
the synthetic one.
Yes.
Like where John say a mixture of other chemicals.
Yeah, you tell them discover one this place they call it Timini Town, Allentown, where they go meet the lab. Where they discover the lab. And not to under they come back if I know see even Kisi, the thing they go boom, then discover the lab. Who say them the borders then the airports na they pull and counter. He gets the sea, when the water key, the thing they can inside. Who that they work in? Who that the government appointees and they we attach? That them particular the laws and
they say them thing they're not illegal. These are legal chemicals where they can concoct. For example, the methanol or whatever it is, whether they call them. These are things where they use for medical purposes. You know, go say they are illegal for import them. But the question now, the people that they import them, the chemical and are they certified medical professionals or certified professional medical institutions? That are the question.
Yeah.
But for say the chemical and safe or the items that are illegal, no.
Well, okay, now they talk about the kush and the tramadol. Now, two things right now. The
tramadol as well, not to any illegal drug.
So just imagine, he back the kind of ravage system now, and if this kush ABC in a mixture of people ABC, then you go take like make say like this one we then call and say there's small grass there, then build up, we then build marshmallow, then turn to kush because they know the process. So this
it make them complex more or less.
Yes,
it make them complex more or less. So now make now people and they say. Because if the items when they use for making them are not illegal items, then the people that way they import them, except maybe they're not the authorized people for come there inside, then it left we more or less for go after the spots outside in the cell, not to the one way they import the chemicals.
Yeah.
Rather than the spots them, the people that where they manufacture, where they make this mixture. Rather than them people and the authorities for go after.
Of course, because na day the thing they start, the manufacturing stage, and na day I think na make now the president say, then the body able identify who say they get this. And everybody need the information, they will give clear picture of who said it one. Because the police they know, police they are aware. Majority of police they go Hastings. Hastings is the base of this drug. Hastings, like me, I can always visit there. They debate steady, they get the man with their drug lord, they Sierra Leoneans there, the base police and say involved on this thing. They don't arrest them for time. So they know how this thing they happen. So this thing with the Ghana is just because of one, the image of Sierra Leone damage internationally. Because everybody come out, see a drug lord, ABC allegedly say there, you see one ABC diplomatic passport. So government now can see it's ashamed to we. Automatically don't fail in this area of this control. The act when the Drug Law Act, BBC control, the National Drug Control Act 2018.
2008.
2008. BBC then for user effectively. We are in there, no need for begin put order. I mean, the law and day just implement for say this thing for work. And we are empower the agency, we're responsible. The agency tells you now only 12 staff they then get. They don't even get bicycle. The angry office and get to the rent na Kinjimi.
For respond to a situation who say every community across Salon don't become affected.
Yeah, so just imagine the volunteers didn't get it for them will pay them. We're gonna Kinjimi the midday in Sirondi. So even when the head you talk now, you see nothing no the budget they need give them to time. So they will fetch them. So automatically the thing just go because of one. The government they will put focus. Therefore focus by the thing. Focus on and say this thing for done. Would I involve the trapper? And so therefore do like how they be do the cocaine and stop and
And the only way for done now way you kill dog before dog you let dog know it.
Of course.
And now just later yesterday, after President go visit the rehab center at Hastings, the President be convene an emergency meeting with the task force we've been set up 1 year 6 months ago for curtail this seeming pandemic now. Now State House. Then people are meeting day. The president they address the gathering day of security and other sects of people. The Chief Justice, Justice Commander, among other people we also talk, including the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Tawa Conte. In fact, the Chief Justice say, well, now time now for the entire Oja for let the judiciary begin bet stronger one in terms of sentences. Let me listen to them statements later yesterday.
In silence and in shame. When we looked deeper, what we found was even more frightening. Kush was not simply cannabis. It was and still is a deadly chemical cocktail. Lab tests revealed that this synthetic opioid is up to 100% times stronger than fentanyl, tramadol, animal tranquilizers, and even embalming fluids have been used. This was not recreational drug use. This was a deliberate poisoning of our youth. Once we discovered that this product was not created here in Sierra Leone. Data has shown that all the chemicals are imported into this country. This was not just a public health emergency. This was and remains a national crisis of identity, of hope, and of future. I could not and would not stand by while chemicals imported into this country consume the lives of our youth, who make up over 70% of Sierra Leonean population. Faced with this crisis, we did not wait. We acted. Under the leadership of the Honorable Vice President and the coordination of Professor Furisa, we launched the National Task Force on Drug and Substance Abuse to implement a multi-sectoral approach to combat this Kush crisis. Although Professor Sarr will shortly provide us with a comprehensive overview of the progress made, let me share some key highlights of what have been accomplished so far. In terms of treatment and expansion, we have increased treatment beds from 50 in Freetown to 312 beds nationwide, a staggering increase of 524%. Health workforce, 1,247 frontline workers, including nurses, CHOs, social workers, and peer counselors, have all been trained in addition to care and mental health. Community engagement. The task force has reached over 1,186 communities, distributed 10,000 information, education, and communication materials, and trained over 1,000 youth and women leaders as champions. Reintegration support. 198 young people reintegrated into schools, vocational training, or small businesses. Law enforcement. Over 3,800 arrests have been made. Drug warehouses dismantled and key supply routes disrupted, especially in the western area.
Soonest, I have issued the following directives to all judges and magistrates dealing with drugs and drugs-related matters. 1. No bail shall be granted to defendants charged with drugs and drugs-related matters. 2. No long adjournments shall be entertained when dealing with drugs and drugs-related matters. High sentencing regime will be enforced for those found guilty, particularly for manufacturing, transporting, and the like. During the process, only very few, during the trial process, now only few samples will be kept, while an order will be made for the immediate disposal of any stockpile in the presence of all the relevant key holders, key players, after it may have been tested to determine the quality and quantity. More stringent monitoring mechanisms have been established to include the Chief Justice and 4 senior judges and the Masters and Registrar to monitor the proceedings as regards all the drug matters presently in our court. There has been a clear line of communication between the Attorney General, the Director of Public Prosecution, and the leadership of the judiciary to address the bottlenecks and challenges in dealing with drugs and drugs-related matters. Your Excellency and all stakeholders present, I shall not bore you with all the steps we have taken.
We are in a position, we are in a debate, sensitization to the public. We shall also embark on getting our members of parliament to go to their various districts to engage the community and to be involved in the community pillar so that we can sensitize our people, because we represent them and we see it as our primary responsibility. In terms of the review of the NDLA Act, we are ready when once an amendment, a repeal or replacement is brought to us. We are ready to amend the first, second, and third schedule of the Act so as to list some of the concoction that they use for the production of Kush, whether they can be listed as banned substances, high-risk substances, or controlled substances that can only be imported by a specific group of people.
Some punchy lines from the president, especially from the Chief Justice, right? And then the latter, the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Tawa Conte. Well, take, for example, the points by the Chief Justice. John?
Yes, and the Chief Justice, he be so frank for making direct all judges at the province for me to speed up the issue of Kush cases. But also, one might be asked, Why now? What about before 2024? If this action had been taken in 2024, by not forgetting kind number of victims. So government still leaves an impact on this school, not take it serious at all up to now. Because why? The Speaker of Parliament, Senator Thomas, one parliament city, he talks how people exaggerate the fight against Kush. That's also it happened. I said, this man, if I say in this Sierra Leone, like seriously, because why? The fight against Kush, not a one-man fight, not a political fight. Now fight to not unite to the loss we use them. And the issue of drug also in the terms of the prosecutor. Because why? Some cases of drug issue, now police is the end. But it never go before. We don't see drug laws of the law arrest the police. Later they free them. You mentioned me of one just now. Where the boss say this man will good and free back so. So then he send a bad signal to the police and justice sector. And also the issue of some cases when they go before the court to the end, but it's very bad. Because why? The justice sector have a great role to play in first. Because why? Now they do let people.
So the justice sector, first of all, it starts with the offender.
The offender.
The offender, they go to the police.
Yes.
The police and they investigate.
And prosecute.
They go to the law officers department.
Exactly.
And then before you go now to the court.
To the court.
From the courts now, you get the prison.
Yes.
If it depends on jailing the person.
On jailing the person.
So every step, so the judiciary may be determined for jail the people if they find them guilty.
Exactly.
But only if they get evidence. Substantial evidence enough.
And so evidence, and before they get channel, the police don't kill evidence. They never hold me for Kush without having evidence against me. And also, it depends also back to the sincerity of purpose against Kush. And it's saying sincerity of purpose against Kush. Because why? Even the community get role for play. Then guys say Kush, but the community resides. The reason the community points it out, name them, shame them, but it depends back also the protector of the people, they name and shame them. Because when I name person tomorrow net and go get me use, attack me, damage for nothing. How come go protect me if I name and shame person with the Kush? And also the aspect of the youths, we get role for play also. I'm not going to see my company die Kush, I take them back. Hey boy, you see man push your foot.
We are here from one of them who we get the conversation earlier this week.
Okay.
Say, in fact, for them, when they see one person, they stagger or die. And that's when they say, oh, that Kush they will take the better one. So they take, they go. And outside the person ban and they go find.
You are right. I visit this place now one day na Sopit. I meet a corpse lay down. The boy in around me tell corpse say, "Bro, tell us you don't die. We go make way for me, make wood for me." I say, "Bro, this man they go sign a car. You see me make wood for you." Most of the kind way of insanity youth man and bring them as for now. The youth are mentally disturbed.
Thank you. Yeah. Borrowing words from the president with the number of interventions we see they don't make, and then especially the Chief Justice, and then later the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Tawa Conte, saying they're ready for review the Drug Act for factor in the margin issues. You think rather, like what John say, you agree with him, say all of these don't come rather way earlier than now. Otherwise, we'll not further reach this level.
Yes, indeed. The area where I get a question mark on this fight with the government, the issue of blame games. They blame XYZ, blame this, blame that. Even the statement will make, say the team don't come from 2014. Mm-hmm. If you meet bad thing, as a leader, any stopper, if you stop her immediately, this thing escalates 2017. There are no guys there will be the seller, so man don't die. Like Kalbatos Adi, the other guy na be dog lord. I think the test we don't do he die the other day. Because in the test and force, the seaman they make line for Bayam. People when police they go raid, then they go raid for Jamba. Now Kush, we don't owe you with settlement. If you get the money, instant. If you get the money, you send the radio instant. They give the money, they left you. We then go to the police and anything, they step that they can't go court, XYZ. You don't get the money, but you get the physical money. My brother, you need to go.
So I did the challenge here for them now.
Now, the police say this now, like, let my gates be open for the police there. They are making money on this thing, my brother. You see they go, you see they notice people though, they get their money and they go. Tell that man they see they come. As they come here, don't settle, everything sealed down. So the fight get for be tough because one, the state apparatus which is responsible, they are part of the process. They back inside the system. Tiki one. So if we go review law in parliament, this, that, XYZ, down the all, if we don't do it, earlier they come colleague just take an earlier if we don't do a long to them, no, because everybody live in their community they. The MPs they always be say they live in their community, they cancel laws, even the one day we see the justice, they get community we no see no we are. In something they open garret, then they don't did, they are there slums there. They must see. Let them visit the place they say I don't damage. So this always we just make them on this may God intervene, but it's tough. It's tough for Sierra Leone.
So for mix this with spiritual intervention.
Yeah, the pastor will come on board for begin praying now. Sierra Leone need deliverance.
Thankfully, we get the Great Redemption Crusade. We didn't go to the camp. We Pastor Mahmoud spearhead.
Like the past prayer, I want to pray against this. But at times, even God will intervene for see action by people that will take the intervention.
Yes.
So we need to take action first. Talk about the policy statement, calling press conference. We need to take action. We need to cut the supply chain. We need to take care of the port, take care of the marines. Because we see vessels in the park along the beaches, them we very intolerable. We see one park na Sarah Palm near there. What kind of vessels they come on? What kind of vessels they come on? See everywhere the beaches. Very what kind of they come on vessel in there? Vessel in transport cruise vessel in there. Now not be time as a narcotic stick. Even the Gambia.
They say that the drifts.
Yeah.
The drifts are sure.
Look at that, drift ashore without any possible captain in a particular vessel.
There are just like that. Two of them vessels in the other side.
Yeah,
and one way being drift about 2 months or so down the line, na Hamilton village.
Look at that.
They say they were drifted by the wave. They get mechanical.
Hamilton village, some of you will go there. We interview people there. People have different opportunities for in the community. They go pack na chapter 1. No, there are many years. Go pack na near plan B. Only for months. What side they come on? What in the Navy they do? What the Navy they do? Because they control the water. How they enter in the past?
They get the resources for patrol the water.
Yeah, I remember that's another issue back of operations. Resources matter because I remember years back, I think Hamilton got rich when they float a white dust from cocaine and the water. You took my photo to pick them, somebody become rich. As I can say. Because of the intervention of that particular moment, say, men, to the water, but now the space is open. The space is open. We water not safe again. The first one they can park in the water without any immediate contact of somewhere come off from. You need to be some other part of the world. The marine get go to for play, Navy get go to for play.
Okay.
Not only the ports.
All right. So from one problem to the other, with the inside push response or drug and substance abuse response. And now we hear you say about, well, the number of people, the reports are mixed. There is some 50, some 100, some even more. A mining pit collapse, Nanimikro Chiefdom, about a week ago, we bury about 100 or about 50 or more than 100, depending on which report we don't get. But as far as we are concerned, we get more than 100 people buried under an abandoned mining pit where now one Chinese company be the mine there, but then shifts and go to another location and left that pit say very deep, way below the earth surface, and get some half trenches. Where nowadays some young man they go survive according to report, and then say, look at the pit here. In fact, it is way deeper. Sometimes, according to people that we don't witness there, and say it's sometimes even estimated to be 100 times deeper than the height we see so, because now they may mine some other item them. Let's listen to one eyewitness account quickly first. We'll get this account from a journalist na People's Radio na Kono, where be the account on the situation as reported to because inself now one by the people will be the drag day or be get a relative will be the drag at the said mining pit.
All right, Fumble, we dey currently in Akumo town. We dey with somebody. For the purpose of this interview, go tell me your name and that's na you na Akumo.
Me na Richard Fierce. Me na youth man.
Okay. And as the youth person, we get information say this incident will happen. Usai people the mind. Take me through which knowledge you get towards that.
Yeah, it's a sad event, anyways. This thing happened on, let me say, Monday morning around 7 after 1 midnight, because that place they said that incident happened on net and the work there was when they call CCP. But now the tunnel actually, yeah, and that tunnel the Chinese man we don't condemn them.
So would that be the mind day?
Now the Chinese people come, now them they work there, and the tunnel, but them we don't close them because the right and the danger. But people they come out, it's mind they come out, go now the tunnel, but now net and the work there, don't understand. So on that day, I've been there. But I've not been there at the scene there for the tunnel, but I've been right up at the hill, outside the CCP, because they close from the tunnel. If you left na CCP far away, you see inside the tunnel the mouth. You see it, then they enter inside. But in the far away, you see them. So that next day, we sit down, we observe the atmosphere, because we send the work, CCP day, and next me the work. Because I get machine up there. So the machine up work. We just say normally we can blast at the tunnel. So that blast in the noise come. So we see a blast and blast. So they put in the alarm at the tunnel. So we push come up small worker, we see put in the wrong man they come on a net. And then see don't pass 7 or something, 7 after 1 o'clock midnight. So it's mine they come on in the Allah, this the Allah, this the Allah, this the Allah. From there securities and come, they enter the tunnel. But when they enter the tunnel, they light them. But when they come out and they hot the lights, we don't know what's in them they try for do. Because when lights, it go inside tunnel, when they come out and hot the lights, it's like maybe something they pull out people. But actually, the damage caused anyways.
So, and over the years, how many years people on the mine under?
The Chinese people?
Yes, the Chinese people.
From when they come now, from when they take over in the mine, but they don't close that tunnel the past 3 years back.
So close the tunnel. Is it that where them be dig they then put cover the tea back now people then dig or where them be dig not cover?
Well, where them because I them do I them tunnel me there. Them they still use it. All them they use it. Then the water. Now they don't connect them pipe for water. Now they come out, but them don't close half parts of the tunnel. Now we say the pipe there, where people and the enter go out because water stop. And can send some people there and go observe till they go on there, but quickly. But I say that danger side, it's very, very dangerous because they don't condemn and don't write and don't mark X day.
So when they condemn, how best them be able to sensitize people, them either the stakeholders, them,
well,
say
actually they don't talk say there nobody should be there.
Is it that then they get town engagement with the people?
They have meeting here. There's nobody enough for going at the tunnel, but yes, still it's money they come out and they go inside. They go spend surviving.
So and what's gonna be the legality for let people in the work now that particular side?
Well, the legality we people in the work now this particular side because we take up some man now they go get to surviving. Now they feed family Actually, the place get good. You understand? All they can do they can get one, they can go to bag. Well, they in a stone. They can say they go bang. They can go to hammer and that tissue. And they bang the stone, no the stone for them. They gather inside bag. That when they gather inside bag and pull her. And cut her and can beat. And the machine, then get outside the for feed family.
Alright, so you go tell me the time actually where this thing happened, the time.
7 after 1 midnight, and that thing they happen.
So to you will be close to them, and within now the amount of people them or within some of the total way you go able to tell me about the people that were left.
Well, the people that left there can't know the amount because people are plenty there. Sometimes when they go to that toilet, it's over 200 people, 100 people. They can go inside the plenty. So within casualty happen, die happens, plenty.
So within the stakeholders we don't do now at the town.
Well, the stakeholders what they don't do at the town right now, but they see the town way quiet. Since whether accidents happen, we quiet. Everybody crying at the town. Now today no more see we come. The place lively. If you been car yesterday, you go fish and nobody not in tomorrow.
So how do they try for do now for pull the one them where they left in that tunnel?
Well, as I'll show you the video.
Then an eyewitness account from Kumau Tong, Nimikoro Chipdom, Kono district. And the questionnaire is actually diamond the cause for the people of Kono and Kono district? Or minerals, the mineral wealth will get, is it a cause for winner salon? That's and say you did near water side, you was with pits. You did near river, look river, but we were was a pit. I put a yan, is that the case? John? Tanko, this na the predicament where the young man, the account there, Richard, says sometimes they go to 200 or more for go find and survival. See the predicament they don't find themselves into.
Actually, really sad. I think the Environmental Protection Agency gets a huge role for play. Because they can't think there, when I go, not the number for people then, I think you see say the agencies and we or the mining company for pay no more dues. According to what you get, the mining company they don't condemn the place.
Yes, for about 3 years now.
Yeah, 3 years now. So in this case,
but then still be they use part of the place for the water
supply. Why the agency will responsible no go tell people and say yeah no go area.
They say they don't mark X, they don't mark no go area. Yes. The reason we make maybe the people already they go there very early in the morning. You even say by 1 o'clock and the incident happened. So meaning that they go decline this time.
Yes, of course, because that's you get.
Yes.
So in this case, and then thing I remember years back, you have back na Kono.
Yeah.
Where the MPTR the collapse. So this don't become a serious thing. So I believe say the agency government will put mechanism in place for stop that thing there. We say don't condemn. There be a no go area. Make them make sure they monitor, then protect the place. Because if they protect the place, people think good day. But when they left the, whether na midnight or na daytime or the people they take and say yeah na survival they come for. And they not gonna means if you job day, people they go under. But if job no day, they look for means. Then one old village and go so. One old village, over 200. People that can go inside and the only died is over 100. They don't even know the account. So this is a serious problem.
And police reports from Tanko police division say no such incident happened. Nobody not die. Then I'm waiting the Ministry of Information reports say the Tanko police division reports to them.
Well, Mr. Maduta, I'm according to the eyewitness, and first of all, it's pathetic for say able youth lost their life, for fend the living. Because Salo began mine diamond since 1930. Up to now, we don't say structure. No, we tell us that this diamond hold in mind and make a build structure. On this gold, on this bauxite, lithium, iron ore, then how this structure here. We look at the corner of itself. Corner not fine for look. Corner not fine for look at all. Corner one for corner don't be deforested now one. Mining the cause unsafety. Even the environment becomes safe for the people there. Look at terms of agriculture. Then they come company go like a crop they go green. And any side we get you now water the boss day. They create artificial pond that they create for the people there. And they pollute the water. Fish never go in the water there again. So you look at the areas of the police, they say they're not getting evidence for the person left there, but the eyewitness who did the people they can't see people left there. And this mining in Kono a cost to Kono. Because why? The people they can extract the minerals them without going through proper regulations. They need to review the Mining Act once more or enforce the regulation on people. Because when we mine society, we cover the pit. We cover the pit. What's not go begin finding a living day? The pit was uncovered. I mean, they go find a living day. So
maybe they don't pay the requisite amount to the government authority responsible for cover the pit, because the regulations say, I remember in 2009 Mines and Minerals Act in the day, but I think when they revise them in 2022, them shift when they go to the EPA, that responsibility to EPA, you either pay or you do the reclamation yourself. Or maybe they don't do the payment for the land reclamation. Maybe I don't think out of the box. Maybe
yes,
the devil's mind.
Even they pay them, but you need monitoring. You need for monitor the activity. No can take mineral go outside, go make money left for people. People they suffer. People they perish. I go to Maboka. I think it was last week. I talked to the region chief. The region chief said even the water we they drink impure. Because why? The chemicals which they use for mine, they make water impure.
And they get mining.
Yeah, they get mining. So you look at people that drink pure water, the amount of their life just because of minerals.
And they are chief. So waiting then they do as chiefs.
Yeah, then chief. The chief try for talk to enemy, try for talk to this, but people still insist. And now I used to even Wokel. One is source of getting water for being mined back. So it is very bad. So I don't see any enforcement of regulation. You don't need to enforce because why mining right now really say now they at the top. Mining export of mineral is Africa. Or number one Sierra Leone. Who they make money out of mineral resources then. But you know go make money, this is not people their life.
You reflect.
And they reflect. And you need to see any dividends of the mining, what the people you need to show any dividend people in life as Sierra Leone. Even the corner of itself. Talk about Diang, Kwanadugu. You need to see the people that live like saying that they mineral they come on. The people that live and degrading lives. Because why? Even the schools when they promise the CDS they pay community development, this that everyone pay ourselves completely and work for them for them people that come in our country. And now we're the mineral them. It's that time we begin mine, we produce we export them. That's not beneficial for we. But the mere fact we mine we export them, we don't get no benefit. Because why we mine we produce people they learn from what they produce. So get more people who go do them before now they go people on our skills them. But in the mine they can't go. We see where they can go with minerals them. Now what's up? We see where they can go with minerals them. We train they move without no stop. Most not expensive the mineral is. But people they benefit nothing from the mineral them. So it's that time the government go step up. Because why? People they lost their life because why the pits be open. The regulation not be monetized. You don't give me money for make I do work for you, you can monitor me. I go do them.
Tanko, the aspect of where John mentioned, well, process and answer before you go. Other countries, more or less, they don't get Guinea. I'm not sure say Guinea gets such. Burkina Faso, they don't get such. Niger, they don't get such. But rather, waiting in government, they don't do. Now, for make sure say they review them processes and procedures. In fact, them Guinea and Burkina Faso, first of all, they revoke a good number of mining licenses, and then say not only nationals will own them large-scale mining license than they, unlike Sierra Leone.
Well, I think that would be a good regulations wherein owned by Sierra Leoneans, controlled by Sierra Leonean, the foreigner can work. I think I visit Pepel. When you go Pepel, we say Leon Rock, they pull diamond from the ports.
The iron ore.
The iron ore. That railway they make, all the houses they did the crack. People who interview there, serious problem. They say sleep no day, with that railway they pass, they come, sleep no day, the noise. We ask them, when they benefits, just imagine when they say then corporate social responsibility, money they give. Now they the madam say, now 30 loans they give them. So man say 70 loans.
Per day?
No, yeah. Then they go give them. When they give the one they be responsible, say go collect this money.
You mean all the money the way governments can go receive, or where government they report say Leon Rock don't pay XYZ, that is what the people benefit?
Well now the Kuskas daddy, because the other fraction then say then they own the ports. The other one
because remember, there's 10% or so percent of profits. They go to the state.
I tell you, my brother.
For every sale where every other mining company that they make, say about 10% from the profit, they go to the state.
Exactly.
From
so that 1%.
1%.
The 1%.
Yeah, 1%. Sorry, not 10%. 1%.
Yes. Now the issue where they get the 1% they pay, the people where go say like where John the talker, we visit them mining the place and they had the poil. It's frustrating. People they suffer at the place. People need benefits. It is nothing where they should see it. Then people are that they own this property.
But again,
the land.
The alternative is the mineral they don't do it for years. If the people are where they mine now, then left them go. Waiting them go the community people waiting them go do.
Well, I think the solution we believe say Yanda go find when you come to a places and mining place, it relocates the people there. That relocation don't want because it's expensive for pullman from here. It's a go other side.
Okay, you have to go build for them.
Yes.
You have to provide for some basic
of course.
Social amenities.
But they know one. So that payments every year, you see, go pay. They make call media, papi show. Don't pay billions of loans when a surface rent or maybe CDS, XYZ. You don't make nothing. Without the benefit, then get the cabal with the benefits. Especially we go to the community where they form a particular cabal, stakeholders, where they benefit from that money. The one that affected people, they ask them. My brother, nothing. They need benefits. So if the mineral they want review something in a parliament, one of the first solution, where they can mine like here. People they don't spot say at this mining area. If you want to locate them, make sure they push them far away, give them all the facility we need. We can understand, yes, mining actually they stop.
Okay.
But government will put solution in place and for review the act there.
John, in fact, the 1% profit, I don't know one or two people they grumble say that's pittance. Now you get your own resources, then they pay you 1% commission. It's commission, more or less. I don't know such analysis.
That's why a scam.
Where God your commission 7 million. Every month, you say 10% from your income. Now for get tight also.
Yes, sir. Exactly. Then I afford to the people of Sierra Leone. Because why? The people and they are the custodian of the land and get the land. Chiefs, the people who reside there. But the government also need to step up in terms of mineral. Because why? We see Burkina Faso now, they make huge amount of money in mineral sector. Which how they can not begin that in a gold they can depend for it can for export and see how they can refine and make on your own. They start a mineral wealth fund. It's a very nice idea. Count expatriating. They don't do a geological survey recently for Mapusa mineral and they. Now Sabusa mineral and they. I mean the government first to be hard for we take the land now to young. This Casafoni. So now get this land. I hope not say now get this place. Now when I get this place now, what I can do for make a count betterment of Sierra Leone is there. Now 1% now pittance. What they do? This when they talk about say 7 trillion. We don't even buy safe a plate of rice. When I eat good food, they pass 7 trillion to this country as for now. But the people they suffer, when the people they become more richer. Because why mining make this country yeah, we go on. But I don't feel like the mining gone. The roads are not good enough. I say take a look at them Kwanadugu, then Diang. The roads not good enough. And it causes also deforestation of our country. The government is talking about it's climate change. It affect the land. Tenure.
Okay.
Every land tenure. We see what happened in Amotome years back. Now, even up to now, we don't get sick with the go in Amotome. Any side we get to work, bruh, nothing come on a better thing. Now, what are the boss day? They create artificial a pond for the people. So the 1% na pittance. It don't mean nothing. It don't mean na jabla to the people. Bruh.
You get picking way on visit Becker this year?
No, not visit Becker this year. But I able the result.
Thank you get.
Every I get one, we know now WASC.
WASC. Okay, so it will interest you. Let's go quickly to the NPSC result. The NPSC results don't come out. What's Becker? Sorry, Becker results don't come out, and the candidates we can force a female from one private school in Freetown, lady Yeli Nainka Force. And you get private schools. This is the lady in question. Yeli, now you Pekin, Bangura also.
Okay.
Yeli. and can force the whole country.
Wow.
But the top performers are from private schools.
Wow.
Interestingly. The top performers are from private schools. And according to the analysis, local language them gets better results than even English language. For more, let me quickly join Rabia to Mansai for giving some analysis where the minister be announced the results a few days ago this week.
With the best aggregate score is Mariama Yeli Bangura of Providence International SSS in Freetown. She obtained an aggregate score of 7. She was closely followed by Aminata BCC of St. Joseph's Secondary School in McKinney.
That's the Minister of Basic and Senior Secondary School Education, where be the give the official release of the 2025 Becker result. We say the total entry we then get now 130,135 picking them from 1,900 schools them all over the country. The minister continues say WAEC released 129,226 results them, whereas then sees results for 20 schools them as a result of the school them failure for provide the continuous assessment score when a key requirement for process final result. The same way so talk say a total of 5,550 candidates then absent during the exam. One of the major highlights of the result now that 10 out of the 16 top candidates them na woman them, and this time around the school ranking come under performance category. Category A, where starts from 1 to 25, na Camboy Lebanese Secondary School na Kenema na in top. For category B, 26 to 60, na Chester Sin Academy na Waterloo na in lead. For category C, 61 to 150, na the Christian Reformed Church JSS School na Kabbalah. Category D, when a 151 to 300 na St. Joseph Secondary School na McKinney. Category E, when a 301 to 500 na Experimental Secondary School na Kono. And category F, where they above 500 at the Methodist Boys School na Bo, we top the list. The same way stories concern about the increased number of our people that absent this year. Interestingly, the minister said the subject to the best performance na Limba language, where record the highest average score. The minister say for the kind of way where they get increased number in absentees this year, na 10 for me them tie them or jar for work with school them for ensure say this not happen again. For Slik Television, Rabia Tumansaye.
Gentlemen, are the result that for Becker 2025? Recently announced by the Minister of Basic and Senior Secondary Education, Conrad Saki. John?
Yes, the result will be announced. It's sad when you go to pour money for free quality education, we need same dividends. The private school is top, all this year they top the chart. What thing that happen with the government sectors? What thing that happen with FQE? Because by the government and the flagship program and free quality education, like campaign notes, popularize. But one thing we lack what they see. We get started with the unqualified up to now. We need to handle your job better well. They also limited learning resources them. With the affect we for make top them private schools there. Private schools employ quality, qualified teachers them. And also teachers when they employ they monitor them, supervise them. When they teach effectively. But we not get anything in our government schools them. Lack of monitoring affect to government schools them not powerful results. Like I go to one school, I government assisted school. Must say even do not get better blackboard for rights per se. Must say to think about notebook or textbook. If I make education get quality, not by motto, but by actions and by delivery. Now it's shameful for me to see private schools them, the top government schools them. Before not be the happen so. Today we call schools them, but we see results come on academy, St. Edward's, grammar school,
Prince of Wales.
Now they expect. But now you see private schools there from nowhere. Schools that we may say a big pass. Really, the top government schools there, we expect much from them. So they get a feedback that government schools them, they perform well. And also the area of language, we see they perform more performance in the local language than English language. And there is a gap. Because why? English language is a colonial language, which they enforce for me by force. Or likewise the local language, now local pervert. So nothing that happen if child lay more emphasis on local language than English language, which is colonial language.
So maybe it's a sign for us to go back to waiting our own.
Waiting our own. And we own I'm cherish because right now see civic education on Kaisai. Now information ministry no more
English press
conference. Now we civic of learning with the good school. Now some man if you put up for English now, it go so many grammatical blemishes go. But it's put up a local language, it's a be analyzed well. So we need to step up. We know how the lapses there. We know if the teachers didn't teach well, if the resources are not plenty, or the beginning need to take their studies, it matters.
Tanko, in terms of monitoring and effective teaching, John mentioned, allude to the fact that years down the line, you get secondary schools will be the top when they say public exams, whether MPSC, Becker, or ASK. Schools like Prince of Wales, Grammar School, Adiani Ward, St. Joseph Secondary School, St. Edwards, Albert Academy, and the likes. Even some other government schools in the provinces.
Yeah, the both schools.
Yes, both schools.
Yeah,
both schools was as well among the top performers.
Yeah, the both schools.
But it don't take years now. Our schools in the government arena have not been performing well.
Well, there is a big problem with the free quality education gets. One, the idea is fine, but they miss the old concepts. Wherein they work out the system. Then picking they go to the school. Then they go to this government.
So you mean them before them picking them force if they want for them become better?
Yes, sir.
If don't send them picking them
Then
force.
picking them for good day, for the cow the message. Say this team who na cow it the woku or you know the work. Because the picking and they get the message. Papa, today will go, the teacher then go or they not go. But the beginning they go there. They see now for now by choice. That meaning for the poor man there. So the team, you know, they work. Because if you all they drink at the same water well, we don't know whether it's dirty. But you know they happen so. They begin then good school, private schools on the overseas, where the poor one they are, maybe picking and they sit ask. The worst ever. You see.
But government's in one of the best. You see improvements take place.
Yeah, because you see 11% English. We are no country. According to what the minister say. So like the Becker, they begin them for going to the school. So government, the other area back with government miss. The teachers then, they are not well paid. Or could not get pin code. Like replacements, if the recruitment are replacements. But could teacher in Ethiopia, just imagine 1,300 euros. That teacher they will be sitting a good teacher mathematics. What you know they go to the government school and for go sign. Again, private school where they go where they pay 5,000 euros, where they go poor. All inequality because then they monitor and they pay and well, they get timing. They see some private school, they say the teacher, and they even get allowance, and they encourage her. Then private school, then they give teacher allowance, they get encouragement, they get everything medical day. So we can wait him up. They left all thing. Government schools, so man just go to the England, we see England, they go sign, we see sign. I don't want teacher in a close teacher there. We see go sign for the moment in them that time book. Yes, 9 months because you get pin code, younger. We see wait at 2 o'clock. I say billing, you go in private school, and they go poor, they get a syndicate, now they everything there. So the final say all these years from 2018 begin see lapses in the education. The picking the foundation lost. So government they enjoy the can and can't talk say, hey, well, we get free education. You know they work, then the money is poor. And the one they back when they take, they say supervisors of the schools there. If they want go there, then go down call say Salia Secondary School. The envelope for the wait for the now. When they can now, where they can now, now understanding. We see can collect the envelope, now where go so. Now so the reggae day. Where they say exams, because we can go at times, I get my can go at temple. Who they monitor, when they say exams, my brother, then get the network from WAEC. the parents there, the teachers there. We be say as it all the thing that when you are in school where they enjoy the and we be say the fence. We see a rich thing. They see all thing the money, strictly money business. Nothing they happen. So the thing the government will create back again the infrastructure. They say this is school. All schools, so my they can only go approval. This is a government school, government access school. Infrastructure all day, you know, it's a land environment. Like we were attend, like we na Catholic school at St. Augustine. We reach the, it's a learning environment. The campus alone, if you about 3 to 4 acres, we father the fence all over. So as you reach, you know, see a quality there for land book because of father business. You see the environment they call for. So, but when government can intervene, coming with this free education, you know they work. And this now a big time them for take responsibilities. This is flagship program carriage, no work.
Or maybe not because of the increased access, because a good number of people don't gain access to education than before 2018, before it was introduced in 2018. Maybe you know they say the more people, you know they expect quality.
Not at all. You want to agree? That made infrastructure for a day. We are in for the okay. They begin partner with Mercury. One school Mercury build Port Loco.
Like Dr. Kadisi said.
Yes, of course. So therefore continue in that project. They come with more investors for build schools. Then the other thing about government miss public exams. Don't forget centers. Where this is strictly for public exam. For example, Calbaton, Wellington, forget a center. When are they all public exam for MPSC, Beke, WAS, now then they sit there. Like the other country they do. Now, like when they see like here centers over there, they forget center here now for sit exam only.
So not any kind of school.
They see all kind of choose school and they get center because the man they go drive our egg before you marry and put and they say center. So the government control all the.
Okay.
Control all the.
John, final.
Yes, and the brother don't to light on key things that we I mention because why we see now even the universities around town don't include entrance exams. All universities entrance exams. Even mass come who go for a college. At first, if you get BTK per English, you go sit in the exam. So when they fail, I'm back. You want the man get BTK per English, you go fail the exam. you need to see the next source that this person a result really acquire. Get people when you sit exam on WhatsApp exams. Then phones when they sit exams. So what do you expect? Forget A, forget B, forget C. So now universities don't take and say now because students they sit WhatsApp exam doing what? You conduct entrance exam for them. And somebody portal back. So when they sit mass com exam twice, you need to go mass com. How do you get B3 per English? So you can ask, this is what we get about what's B3. And you really get time for yourself, maybe. So we need supervision. Because why? Now, anybody can go online, go chat GPT, AI, give what you want. You put it on your answer paper. You get the grade we deserve. But universities now, they try for scrutinize them well. Because in this exam, we can't feel like you never go to the department and go. So we still they think, what's the problem lies? Is it the systemic issue? Is it a systemic issue?
John, like what you talk to, like the entrance exam, I think government still they downplay that. They say nothing at the act. For they justify the free education. But Unimark, when a private institution, then they strictly go by her.
Even public
college. Introduction from college. They say no, it's not in the act.
Public college, as for mass com, it's tradition.
So you see the logic.
Mass com is tradition.
Yeah, it has been a tradition for some time.
Because
I made them call on the private school of.
Yeah, because because when they call B3, B2, we sit exam fail.
Yes.
Woefully. Yes. That's how I managed to get this B2 or B3. So it looked challenging. It looks challenging.
But even that is compromised as well. Yeah. I've had that issue of the entrance result being compromised. The entrance exam being compromised.
So this is a systemic issue. Unless people change their mindset and do the right thing.
Thank you very much, John. Thank you very much, Ibrahim. John Khalil Mara and Ibrahim Bangura, popularly and fondly known as Tanko. Yeah. Thank you, gentlemen, for your time. We appreciate you coming very much.
Thank you.
We'll transition to the next half of the show now. We get entertainment, we get headlines to review later also. with latest happening today and in the last few hours as well to bring up to you. But let's start with sports. I'm sure here, just yesterday, the electronic draw was conducted. The SLFA, the new Premier League board, can do an electronic draw for the upcoming or the commencement of the Leon Rock Premier League season 2025-2026. That and more, good day inside the sports for me by Mohammed Kolia.
TGIF, thank God it's Friday. And today now the last edition of the Today Show Sports inside this week. Now so we go take welcome you to the Today Show Sports update on Slik Television, channel 37. With me, Mohammed Kolia. Inside this edition of the Today Show Sports update today, we will talk about local and international. And inside we local, we will talk about the new system where the Sierra Football Association do implement for the fixtures of games that we get for the play now the Leon Rock Premier League 2025-2026 season. And also we'll give fixtures of matches them where they play inside the international scene now the 5 major leagues them now Europe. We'll go for a short break, and when we come, we will continue. Welcome back from that short break, and this is the Today Show Sports update on Slik Television, channel 37, with me, Mohammed Kolia. And today we will talk about the newly implemented automated fixtures where the SLFA do yesterday na the headquarters. The secretary to the Premier League Board, with Sanfa Hassan Kamara, be implement the system of SLFA Connect for clubs them we get for play the Leon Rock Premier League and also the Female Premier League. We talked to the team manager and also when the acting chairman for FC Cologne, when Tunde Scott, how you feel about this new system of the league?
What I see today now just the transparency of how they make the fixtures and the Premier League board chairman Amawa and I believe say that a straight man and what he say now they do. The system of the fixtures is very very good because it's transparent and what he may see I believe say it will continue upon the league. The only worry now that when the FA president say they no go give provisional release to teams, they will get female teams them we don't ask for that release. Diamond Stars, FC Cologne, the Eastern Lounge, the Luawa and others for the provisional release. They plead to the secretariat, the FA president and the executive, let them look into that matter. They for at least let the player them play, let the league fine. The transfer window open and today for lock, and when you lock and today international all for lock today. But we get about 3 or 4 ITC now the system and they show awaiting ITC that we unable get them because of the original system, the international system don't lock. So not we fault. I believe say now in the fault of the FA and not FC Cologne or neither the other Mighty Blackpool and other clubs.
Tunde Manis Court also continue for say them as club they don't prepare 2 months ahead of these particular fixtures. We will just get 9 days for go into the start of the Leon Rock Premier League.
Failing to prepare for fail. We don't depend over 2 months. We just wait for the time and we get Mighty Blackpool on the 9th. So I believe say football will play and we prepare. Fans, we are back again to the league. When I come in a Chinese number, FC Cologne, 1,000. When I can look when we they play first match now approved school.
Then I waiting 2 days Scott talk about FC Cologne, the preparedness and also how he think about the new season coming ahead. Now let we listen to waiting the chairman of the Premier League board talk about this particular system where they don't implement.
We come with innovation in the game and that integrity will be the watchword of this league. So as we see, we do open fixtures, which is public. Well, at the first time ever it will happen at this web salon. So this for just for give confidence to the populace that this league has to be transparent, and the integrity of the game will restore back. Because we get addressing mechanism we don't put in place for every concern. So far we go emanate from the ongoing league will come start very soon. As about we are very prepared for the commencement of the league. And as you see, we don't put fixtures, so we work towards that day. So the 8th of November is the commencement of the league, obviously, it starts. We get subject matter specialists in this committee, and the mandate is clear. 3 days maximum is the time for receive and address any appeal or disciplinary issues where they come to it. So we know the way to stay or keep them as backlog. As they come with the address them, we they inform the public as we will deal with transparency in running this league. Clubs get your team prepared, and that this league, whosoever they win, it's on merit. Not to league this way somebody to say win points at table whatsoever. As we don't put mechanism in place for avoid even for team for win points at table, that's what is out of the topic. So prepare your team well, you come and compete, you win your point genuinely, you win the league genuinely.
So that I'm waiting the Premier League board chairman be talk to me inside an interview about the new upcoming season where they start inside November 9. Now let me take some international sports as we get matches them will line up for you now the weekend fixtures them across Europe. Inside the English Premier League, Brighton they play against Leeds United, Burnley they play against Arsenal, Crystal Palace they play against Brentford, Fulham they host Wolverhampton, Nottingham Forest they welcome Manchester United, Tottenham they welcome Chelsea inside the North London derby, and Liverpool they welcome Aston Villa. That's now the fixtures them will line up for you for Saturday inside the English Premier League. Now we take fixtures of matches them will line up for you inside the French League 1. Inside the French League 1, Paris Saint-Germain on Saturday they play against Nice, Monaco they play against Paris, and Auxerre they welcome Olympique Marseille. That's now the fixtures them will line up for you inside the French League 1. And now inside the German Bundesliga, we get Heidenheim. They play Saturday against Eintracht Frankfurt. And Mainz 05, they welcome Werder Bremen. RB Leipzig, they welcome Stuttgart. And Borussia Mönchengladbach, they go away to St. Paul's. Union Berlin, they play against Freiburg. And Bayern Munich, they welcome Bayern Leverkusen. And that's now the fixtures them will line up for you inside the German Bundesliga. Now, inside the Italian Serie A on Saturday, Udinese, they play against Atalanta. Napoli, they welcome Como. And Cremonese, they welcome Juventus, the old ladies. And now let me take fixtures of matches them where they play inside the Spanish La Liga on Saturday. We get Villarreal, they play Real Vallecano. Atletico Madrid, they play against Seville. Real Sociedad, Athletic Bilbao. Real Madrid, they welcome Valencia. All games here they play on Saturday. Now let me take fixtures of matches them where they play on Sunday. Now the top 5 European leagues them across Europe. Inside the English Premier League, on Sunday, West Ham they welcome Newcastle, and Manchester City they play against Bournemouth. Inside the French Ligue 1, on Sunday, we get Rennes, they play against Strasbourg. Lens, they play against Lorient. Lille, they play against Angers. And Nantes, they play against Metz. Toulouse, they play against Le Havre. Brest, they welcome Lyon on Sunday. On Sunday, inside the German Bundesliga, FC Cologne, they play against Hamburg. Wolfsburg, they welcome Hoffenheim. That's now the fixtures them will line up for you for the German Bundesliga, the French League 1, and the English Premier League on Sunday. And now for the Italian Serie A, these are the fixtures we line up for you on Sunday. We get Verona, they play against Inter Milan. Fiorentina, they welcome Lecce, and Torino, they play against Piazza. Parma, they play against Bologna. AC Milan versus AS Roma. And now for the Spanish La Liga, these are the fixtures we line up for you for Sunday. Levante, they play against Celta Vigo. Alaves, they play against Espanyol. Barcelona, they play against Elche. And Real Betis, they play against Real Mallorca. That's now the fixtures that will line up for you inside the international scene over the weekend, where you get for get them matches there, so all get for play. Don't forget for stay glued to Slik TV, as we get for show most of the matches there, so where they play across Europe. Well, all this we get for you today inside this edition of the Today Show Sports Update on Slik Television Channel 37 with me, Mohamed Kolia.
Collier for the sports updates. And Usai they drop in a hot na the ENT corner with Dene Jazzy at 2 more.
TV Entertainment Corner. This na the hottest gist na the yard. My name is Dene Jazzy at 2 more, and this na Slik TV channel 37. If you always stay glued to Slik TV channel 37, you will know say where we talk about entertainment, where we touch every aspect, where we touch music, where we touch movies, where we touch art, where we touch every talent. We connected to entertainment. And today, 7 p.m., alumni agents go to CC Drive, the Vivid Vault art exhibition they take place. Go attend for let you witness magic. It's free. We can get international art them all the way from Nigeria. We can showcase them painting. So if you want to see fascinating paintings from across Africa, make sure say you day in attendance. Now, make you go right into the movie world. And today, the movie on the table is The Other Woman. Uploaded 3 days ago na Uche Montana TV. And you don't get over 2 million views. So the movie not only touch on cheating, it touch on love, it touch on the spirit of entitlement, it also touch on control, then it touch on affairs and why and waiting can lead men forget affairs outside their marriage. So in the beginning of the movie, we see Usai, the woman, they go to a therapist and explain and say, after 25 years in the marriage, a marriage not feel the same again because the energy where the man be the game and not the same again. The man are being in pillar and rock as he mentioned in that particular therapy session day. Just a day to the 25 years anniversary celebration. Now, during the anniversary celebration, the man began to make a speech. And during the speech, he mentioned my. Then the woman grab and hold the mic and correct and say, our. It was quite embarrassing for the man at that moment because I'm not expecting one for cut him off or shut him off in the public like that. And a try for just act cool and sit down with the party there and relax. And send one of the house help and say, okay, go get me a particular drink now the left side of the shelf. And the man came with something else from the right side of the shelf. This is very important. Pay attention. Because the woman I tell the house help say make you with that particular drink because it's not allowed and not ready for use them yet. In front of the man in party them. And the man in party them, they were like, this marriage of a thing. You think say they work out for you? I mean, now you are the man of the house. Why the woman I for tell you what's for drink and what's not for the drink? And the man was like, no, when I not put much on in marital affairs, you know men. Men will always be men because they get for do that for safe face. Now he send the house help for go back and take the away send her for. This woman not do one and not do two. He come back, he come meet the man and tell us he want to talk to her. And the man was like, I don't me party them. And this now we anniversary celebration. We're having fun. Why you want to take me out of this conversation while they get with me party them? And she was like, if it's not important, you don't go call him. He call him aside for the same issue. That the English the man one being the party there, they're not allowed for drink right now because it's a 1972. They get for keep on for a particular occasion. My God, you guys are rich, and this is embarrassment if you ask me. But again, we don't go blame the woman entirely. Now waiting them don't start. Now, in a way for one away from all this pressure, the man decides to okay, the next day make a hangout with a party them. Make them just go anytime for get fun. It could be anything. Because the woman want not to get on the right face, and not to get on good attitude, and we just don't get fed up with the whole marriage thing after 25 years. So there was this particular art exhibition where they go on na a new art gallery. We said the man go see the trouble, or should I say in peace, as a be end up with her. So I meet this lady. We own this art gallery and they began for a conversation. She's a beautiful lady, Uche Montana. Now I actually even own this particular production we will talk about, Uche Montana TV. So for them, you not tell and say another dating customers, the man tell him party purchase the painting in front of the lady and it will refund the money. And the lady just laugh about the whole thing. So that was what happened. And he was like, I don't want to make you tell me, say, you know, the date your customers. Now, I decide, say, I go send money to my party, let me party in buy them instead. So, a party, I take the painting home, but the man take the gallon number home. And, well, it was really good because they don't get conversations, don't develop the relationship, but the man not tell and say he married. So, the lady began to get a conversation with a young party. Now, you get for telling party, say, oh, he like this guy, and he feel like say this guy in a safe space. But in party tell and say, you don't do investigations about him. But you know now, I am a mumu, oh, then call me mumu, mumu for love. So the mumu for love say, hey, you not go investigate the guy, it's not good, it will look like stalking, and the guy is a good guy. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. On the other hand, the guy said don't fall in love, it misbehave now us. You know when they get talking to Sokia say, we blind man stone. Now they talk say the stone you empty. That's the they unravel right now in the movie. So demanding us now, they do things the way no blind do. Imagine rich people we get house help all around the place, and the man they wash motorcar for himself, and they packing things then for himself, get food for himself, jog around the estate, and it will find them very unusual. So you have to meet them about the whole situation. Now you get for telling we say why if I ask people then for help and with things, we then get for go asking for permission. Directly referencing the whole alcohol situation at the 25 years anniversary will be happen within party them where can to which they cannot take and we didn't not allowed for take. So yeah, the next day the man he go be at him baby. Still not telling baby it say he married. On the other hand, we have to don't go to a therapist and tell the therapist say, oh, and no say a man they get an affair. Normally, you know, say a man can get a couple of flings outside of the marriage, but this time around, it's an affair, and the man willing for go this affair, but he want to know who that. And the therapist get for ask if he's sure. Well, I want to know a man. So if a man tell you say, if feel like say the man that gets an affair, then the man is having an affair, because I think I see one video on TikTok where the one young lady be the ask one mommy and say, how I go know if a man they cheat on me? Now the mommy get for ask her, you think say the man they cheat on you? Now you say yes, now you say that. So the party where the man be buy this painting for where he puts 9 oath in wef. Now friends with the man in your wef. So he pay them a visit and see this wonderful paint, and she was like, oh, it is so much in love with art. I go want know who side and get her from. So now the man get the contact of the person where they get her from. So imagine the wife they go meet the girlfriend, but you know it's not the girlfriend they go meet. So he go to the art gallery, he buy a couple of paintings, and he and lady then get a very good conversation. And he proposed to say, okay, the next day, me and lady go for lunch because you not get much friends. When I go out for lunch, then we get a very good conversation about life and business. So the lady proposed to say then can be business partners, and the mommy was like, okay, that's a good idea. Now you're speaking my language. So they keep for talk, continue for get the conversation, become very good friends. So the man travel. The day when the man travel, the wife called this Uche, we own the art gallery, and tell and say, make him come over for dinner, and I want to get in the house. And he agree. God, as he reach na the house, the first thing we see, now a portrait on the wall of his boyfriend and a new business partner. Boom.
Humble about the spirit.
Well, thank you. I knew you'd be the type to appreciate it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I'll show you around. My husband is not around right now. I really wish that he was here. You would love him. He has been away for a couple of days,
all what happened inside the other woman. It is right now on Uche Montana TV, but hey, man them bad. Then you say woman them bad, but man bad past woman. Because how can you do something like that? The big question I ask today is, the man be ever plan for tell Uche if you not be find out about this? If be plan for left in wef for Uche, woman we don't be for 25 years. Whichever way this man be plan for go, now a wicked man. Man bad. Don't fall in love, guys. Stop falling in love. If you want to fall in love, not me go advise you. But be careful. That's all I have to say. And the epic fiesta they happen November 8th. Go enjoy. Go party. If they don't sack you this week, go equalize. Something go meet you new Monday. If you know say you're a friend woman, Fine shorty then get for the day. Big waist, small waist, medium waist, size 12, size 18, size 22, size 24. All get for the day. November 8th, just for 100 leones. If you want VIP tickets, not 200 leones. Affordable, relaxing, and entertaining. Then all will get for another entertainment corner. Me and my dinner just here tomorrow, and this is Slik TV channel 37. Thank you for watching.
I get tickets for sale, 100 leones. You can buy it from me. Like give me number less and to owing money. I can wire the ticket as well to you. I'm not joking. 100 leones. If you have VIP ones, I can still get some pieces of tickets for you. Not for again on 1 week or left. If I have 5 days or 6 days or left. By Saturday next week, with a jam body now. Anyways, contact me for your Epic Fiesta ticket. You get it. You get it. Count me. Anyway, shortly, James Kanu go there so with headlines review. Quickly, first, let me take you through its travel for Saturday. Starting with Sea Coach Boat Service, you will get a bright and early departure at 5 in the morning. Askai Airlines Flight KP023 will left Banjul, the Gambia, and make stops now Freetown International Airport 5 after 8 in the morning, Accra, Ghana, and finally reach Lome, Togo 8:45 in the morning. Up next at 8:30 in the morning, Askai Airlines Flight KP043 go take off from Freetown International Airport and head to Lome, Togo and reach 10 after 9 in the morning. In the afternoon at 1 p.m., Askai Airlines Flight KP022 who left Lome, Togo is stopped at Freetown International Airport at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and reached Banjul, Gambia 45 minutes later. At 5 after 4 in the afternoon, another Askai Airlines flight go left Lome, Togo and head to Accra, Ghana and then to Freetown International Airport. Also in the afternoon at 4 o'clock, Air Senegal flight HC213/4 we left Dakar, Senegal, reached Banjul, the Gambia, 6:55 in the evening, and Freetown International Airport, 7:50 in the evening. For you to travel overnight or pick up or drop off a passenger at the airport, at 9:30, Nanette, Turkish Airlines, flight TK533/4, who left Istanbul, Turkey, which stopped Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso, before he reached Freetown International Airport, 10 after 1 in the morning and continue back to Istanbul 1 hour later. So that's the travel updates for Saturday, and this now will help you prepare for your safe and bright and early departure or arrival from wherever you do come out or wherever you do go. We say safe travel, good luck, safe journey, and have a splendid weekend. Well, here now is James Kanu with you headline review. James, good evening.
Good evening, Patrick, and welcome to today's headline. The Political Parties Registration Commission on Thursday being called together into political parties for dialogue and one committee meeting, and this has been bringing together key political stakeholders in the country, and then we discuss electoral reforms will be aimed at fortifying the country and democratic foundation. Aminata Kamara gets more for we.
The meeting, attended by representatives from various political parties, civil society organizations, and international partners, focused on reviewing recommendations from the Tripartite Committee, which was established to assess and propose improvements to the country's electoral system. Attorney General and Minister of Justice Alpha Sise emphasized that the ongoing constitutional review is not a partisan initiative.
The constitutional review process is not something that President Yo just manufactured and said we must revise or amend our constitution, or we should have a new constitution. This is a process that has gone through the lives of 3 governments. And when we say continuity in government, this is an example of what continuity in government is.
Executive Secretary of PPRC echoed the call for unity and responsible leadership, highlighting the Commission's role in fostering constructive political engagement.
Gone are the days when political party leadership have to actually go on the radios to throw words against each other. We are trying to move towards a path where we instill the discipline of political dialogue, political conversations, irrespective of our differences, irrespective of our nation, irrespective of our views. But we sit together to discuss issues of national cohesion with a view to develop our political culture, with a view to enhance political cohesion, and with a view to promote peace and stability within our country. We only have one country called Sierra Leone. The peace of our country is in our hands as political leaders, and this particular inter-party dialogue platform, being supported by the UNDP, provides us the opportunity to engage in issues of conversation and dialogue.
Els Mortimer pledged the continued support of the European Union to Sierra Leone's democratic journey. As the representative said, like many nations, Sierra Leone has faced challenges, but dialogue and reform are key to progress.
The EU is happy to be a supportive partner to the collective democratic reform processes of Sierra Leone. Across the globe, democratic governance and elections have become more and more challenging. In addition to the innate fall in public confidence in the democratic process, election-related violence and political unrest have made it more difficult for nations to hold free, fair and credible elections. And Sierra Leone, like many other countries, has faced its own challenges and is now working to implement better laws for the country. This gathering today not only contributes to the implementation of the Tripartite Committee recommendations, but also to the overall health of Sierra Leone's democracy and national development.
The meeting marked a significant step towards inclusive governance and reaffirmed the commitment of political actors and international partners to upholding democratic principles in Sierra Leone. Aminata Kamara, Slik TV News, Freetown.
As the university academic year, the kickstart, we see so many notices we don't come out from different universities for the reopening of colleges all over the country. The University of Sierra Leone, we pulled a notice yesterday, the 30th of October, where they informed the general public, say, application will close on the 8th of November. For the one that we already be done, pay for them application and they'll start the application on the portal. And this notice, the commodity for the one that apply for both undergraduate and postgraduate, that's the course is tenable at the university, whether in Afrobi College or IPAM or College of Medicine, then for try for submit them application because the portal will close on the 8th at exactly 12 p.m. And this notice, they go for everybody. We don't secure, already don't pay for your form for application, whether it's undergraduate or postgraduate, that the application they close. And make haste, because once the application portal close, you're not going for access and then you go forfeit your application money. So this one come out from James, when the registrar for the University of Sierra Leone.
It's not as a goods one sold cannot be refunded.
Cannot be refunded, yes, exactly. So if you don't make use of this, then you don't forfeit your money, except you wait again next year and therefore also pay another.
You apply fresh and pay fresh.
And pay fresh. So which means the university, the colonel would already pay for make use of the opportunity. And then we go for the last one for today. Of course, late evening yesterday, we see another press and public notice will come from the office of the President and State House, where it say the general public is hereby informed that it has pleased His Excellency the President, Brigadier General retired Julius Madabio, to announce the following appointments subject to the approval of Parliament where applicable. Number 1 is Mr. John V. Rogers, who has been appointed as Director General National Disaster Management Agency. Suleiman Bisowa Esquire, Deputy Director General National Disaster Management Agency. Dr. Susan Roberts, Deputy Commissioner National Commission for Social Action. Mr. Noah Mansari, Chairman Sierra Leone Shipping Agency. And finally, Mr. Gideon Gbapi, who is a board member, Sierra Leone National Shipping Agency.
So meaning the president sweep the National Shipping Agency,
yes,
because the man will be the head the shipping agency, now the current chairman for the current SLPP chairman for Tonkoli District, Sebum Kano. So kind of now the president sweep the National Shipping Agency. And of course, the third appointment, Dr. Susan Roberts, Deputy Commissioner, National Commission for Social Action, NACSA, more or less they replace the current chairman of SLPP, Jimmy Batilosonga. Remember, just 2 weeks or so ago, it be announced through in public acceptance and handover ceremony in the party of headquarters, say it resigned from NACSA, for active government work, and go focus on the party structure and machinery for gear and grease, so that the party machine will work very well. So Dr. Susan Roberts, say, if someone not die, someone not better.
Exactly.
So Dr. Bona don't survive out of the chairman in resignation.
Yeah.
So congratulations to them. And the number 1 appointment, Mr. Rogers, John V. Rogers. Now, man, we don't serve the security sector for some time now. We started off with some other institutions earlier, and for a very long time, we don't serve now Office of National Security, ONS, and now out of ONS, then pull National Disaster Management Agency, and at some point in time, even when they form National Disaster Management Agency, it is still there as an arm under ONS until later on then gets foot on their own for beginning to operate effectively. So substantively, the new Director General, they replace a former military man where they served that very office there. So congratulations to all of them. I don't think there is any new office here we created.
They are all possible replacements.
Replacement. So this is more or less what people don't look for. You either replace or you reduce the offices and not create new offices.
Yeah. It will be more burden.
More burden on the wage bill.
Yeah.
Bloated wage bill and all that. But these are more or less replacements. Congratulations to all of them. We just hope and pray then succeed in various offices and then deliver the goods for Sierra Leoneans accordingly.
Yes, exactly. And especially that which they for do with the National Shipping Agency. Because over the week we know the news of the container and stuff. But then they happen, and before Sebum left, there were some issues around the shipping agency. Maybe cause for the exit force, and I think it take a while for the president to replace her. So we hope that these new people we don't take over go work and do the work with them government and the president don't call them for do. So for that, now we get for today inside with headline news, and see you next week and have a good weekend.
All right, it's about that time we end the show, but I'll just bring you quick news. Commencing Monday, viewers of the Today Show, you will start follow we in the morning as well. So you will get this aspect of the Today Show in the afternoon. Listen carefully. We'll get the Today Show after lunch at 3 o'clock. They run for 1 hour, 3 to 4 o'clock. But effective Monday, the Today Show will be split into 2. We'll get a breakfast version of it. We will start every day 8 o'clock and run for 2 hours, 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock in the morning. I'll repeat that again for you. Okay, effective Monday, we will be November 3rd, the 3rd of November. the Today Show. This show, so they split into two. We get this one in the afternoon. We go run for 1 hour. Call them Today Show after lunch. We go run from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But we start the Today Show in the morning for 2 hours. We're now from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock every weekday, Monday to Friday. That is commencing Monday coming 3rd November. And we're not going to stop for bring you some of the goodies we expect, for ask the right questions and bring you the touch and hot burning stories of the people who matter to you and analyze them accordingly without fear or favor. Thank you very much for staying with me throughout this week, and that's how we go end this week's edition of the Today Show. Thank you to the production team and to you, the audience, as well. Always for Blue to We. Thank you to we guest them throughout this week, and we guest them particularly for today in we review segment. Until we meet next week for fresh and more exciting and educative editions and episodes of the Today Show. Me and Patrick Saleh, they always tell you, stay out of trouble, stay out of drugs, and have a peace of mind where it costs you nothing, but how you safely think in life. Until next time, have a splendid weekend. Patrick Saleh here, say good evening.
Young people, guess what time it is? This is the time for grab your swimsuit, brush jean and tank top, because a big fiesta is back again. This year, we go take you to the poolside. So are you ready for the Splash Rave edition? With loads of good sound and a night full of energy. The big fiesta will take place now Paradise City, Aberdeen Beach. Mark your calendar for Saturday, November 8th, sharp 12 o'clock afternoon. Everything gonna begin. Ordinary ticket now 100 euros standard, VIP 200 euros. It's gonna be a non-stop vibe, classic performance from different artists to grace the stage. Relax and enjoy quality entertainment with top-class DJs and fantastic crazy pool game setting. Saturday, November 8th. You will miss that you lost. So join us make history with a big radio, with crazy brunching and make a splash together. Stay tuned for more updates. Right at Epic Radio. Just tweet. This one get for be epic for real. Epic Fiesta. Splash Rave edition. Splash and chill.
Epic Fiesta. Epic Fiesta. Epic Fiesta.
Every second that the society they make headline and they issue them, Kintinap now we aid, even for clear them, Kintkanga.
Those 550 plus lawyers voted on a resolution that I be the electoral commissioner for the bar. Because of course they believe in me.
So important for broke down the issue today, for let the public understand.
3 values where this country stand for. 1, with cultural values. 2, with spiritual values. And 3, with moral values.
Nothing where they don't write, nothing where they don't put on internet, nothing AI they give you.
Now that's make we they bring come to you the Today Show. We get segments where they range from interview on the big issues there.
We are very much optimistic, say, through the ballot, we are going to clinch the 2028 elections. Okay. Not by rigging.
Because you know when they rig elections, now during the entire for determine the system of government on wants, for determine electoral laws, so, for do boundary delimitation.
Get ready for the roller coaster ride. So we day-to-day story them as we dive deep into the heart of the matter.
This waka fine bus will be carried. If we get a proper transportation system, we'll be able to congest free talk.
The leaders that we have is a reflection of us, the people.
The Today Show Breakfast, only on Slik Television, Channel 37. Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m.